One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Arizona State's offense will have the football first. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Looking for a man. It's Levitt. He's got him this time.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. The defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Mississippi State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Back to pass, it's Shapen. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Trying to pick it up on the ground. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Levin. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On 3rd down, going up top. The quick out. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
He'll bring it out. It's Evans. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Shapen. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Gets rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Takes the easy one to the back. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw, it's Levitt. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Got the first down and more. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Offense set on first down. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to Brown. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Moss. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. A strike downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The sure hands, it's Thompson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Find my guys, quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Shapen. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
What a huge play, and that just goes to show you, man, when this guy is covered, he's open. Final play of the first half. I think everybody knows where the ball is going, and still, they can't stop him from hauling it in the end zone, giving his team the lead on the last play of the first half. That was huge.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
The Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of a back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his back in the middle. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab, it's Moss. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quick completion on the out route. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They take the lead with the 6. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
There ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it. He'll bring it out. It's Evans.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pulls and fires complete. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. Turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Chapin. Got his man in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Off play action on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Under fire! And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. He really couldn't have asked for better protection there. At some point, sometimes you just have to throw it away and live to play another down.
Yeah, and you just got to feel that as a quarterback. When I pat the football and I'm going through my reads, at some point I got to go, okay, I got to get rid of this thing or take off. But the defense takes advantage and gets the sack.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield on first down. The throw. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Sims. Here's a heat. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. To the air on 1st down. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Reese. They could have used a little bit more there and picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Keeps it on the draw. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. Dropping back, it's Sims. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Mississippi State going up tempo. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. On the run, it's Booth. Can't get him to the ground.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Scanning the field, it's Shapen. The sweet feet buy a little time. The offense coughs it up. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some space. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Got the first down and more. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Brown has it. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quarterback making checks. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Wide open spaces. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Evans. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Shapen. Looking to scramble. Oh, a lot of space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talk